Book of Heaven, Volume 17, January 22nd, 1925. The humanity of Jesus is the new Son of Souls. My life continues amid the bitternesses of the privations of my sweet Jesus. I do not know how I live. I feel a nightmare that crushes me. My very nature, in seeing itself without the one who alone sustained it, would want to melt. So I feel now my bones being dislocated, now the channels of my stomach closing, in such a way that it wants to receive neither water nor foods. Poor nature of mine, without my Jesus, it wants to decline and become undone. But, as it is about to become undone, a powerful strength, a strong hand, clasps me, recomposes my dislocated bones, opens my channels, and prevents my total undoing. O God, what pain! Have pity on my hard lot, O please, let the one who used to give me life come back to me. Or let it be that my poor nature, paying you the tribute of death, may rise up there into the bosom of my Jesus, where we will never separate again. Now, while I was in this state of decline, but who knows after how many hardships, my sweet Jesus made himself seen in my interior, seated in the middle of it, all taciturn, with his hand on his forehead, all pensive, isolated with no one near him. And even though he was in my interior, there was so much space within me that I was far away from him, and he was far away from me. So alone I, alone Jesus. But at any cost, I wanted to go near him, speak a little word to him, keep him company in his loneliness. Then, I don't know how, that space shrunk. It seemed to me that space was the world, and Jesus was in the center of it. And Jesus seemed to be concerned about the destiny of the world, which runs recklessly along its ruin. Even more, Jesus took a point of that space and placed it upon me. I felt crushed under that weight, but I was content that my Jesus, my life, was near me. So, in seeing him near me, I would have wanted to cry, so as to move him to pity for my tormenting state. I would have wanted to tell him who knows how many things, but no, I could just say to him, Jesus, do not leave me anymore. Don't you see that without you I cannot last in this exile? And he, all goodness.
I do not leave you. No, no. This is a mark you want to give to your Jesus. I never leave anyone. Creatures withdraw from me, not I from them. On the contrary, I go after them. So do not want to give me this affront that I may leave you ever again. And besides, did you not see that I was inside of you, not outside of you, and not only myself, but the whole world?
Then, in looking at Jesus, I could see his intelligence as more than a sun, and all the thoughts of Jesus, like many rays which came out of that sun, and extending covered all the thoughts of creatures, past, present, and future. These rays were traveling in order to take, as though in their power, all created intelligences and substitute for them as perennial glory to the Father, complete reparation for everything, and impetration of all goods for all created intelligences. Then, drawing me to himself, Jesus told me,
My daughter, this sun which you see within the intelligence of my humanity was formed by my divinity, which endowed me with the creative power and the all-seeingness of all things, in such a way that I was to be the new Son of Souls. And just as the sun which I created for the good of nature covers the whole earth with its light, without denying the effects of its light to anyone, though it does not depart from the heavens, but unleashes from its center the rays which bring upon earth the goods that the sun contains, in the same way, without departing from me, with its inaccessible light, my divinity formed in me spokes of light. And these rays covered everyone and everything, and I, at each instant, covered each thought, word, and act of all creatures, and constituted myself perennial glory to my Father for each thought, act, word, etc., of all human generations. While rising to the celestial Father, this light descended to take, as though in its power, all human acts in order to illuminate them, warm them, and repair them. So over each human act hovers a light that wants to do good to it continuously. In me, doing this was as though natural. You, my daughter, do not have this power to make one single act out of all acts as I did, Therefore, in my will, you will go through each ray one by one, and little by little, you will follow the same path as my humanity.
So I tried to go through the first ray, then through the second, and so on. But oh, power of the divine will! While going through those rays, I was so little that I seemed to have become an atom. And this atom was now in the divine intelligence, going through the intelligences of creatures. Now in the word, now in the divine motion, going through the words and motions of creatures, and so with all the rest. And the divinity, in seeing my extreme littleness within their intelligence, within their word and within their motion, taken by love for my littleness, remained enraptured and pleased, said,
This littleness enraptures us, and in seeing her enter our very acts, to do them together with us, to diffuse them over all, we feel such joy and such satisfaction as we receive our own glory, that with all love we give her the freedom to enter into us, to let her operate together with us.
I felt all confused on hearing this, and I said to myself, I am doing nothing. It is the divine will that carries me in its arms. Therefore, all the glory is of his adorable will. Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus' lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring his kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.